Alright guys, we're here with the new 198 Elite. We're going to go through some of the features today of this boat. We haven't had a chance to do a video with it yet, and we have not had an opportunity to run it with one of the new V8 engines yet. So the boat we're showing you today has got a V6, and I'll give you some specs on it here a little later about what it did with the V6 225 4-stroke. But this is the 198 with a new motor, trolling motor, electronics set up the way that we set them up out of the factory. So kind of the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and start at the trailer. Number one, this is going to have the same trailer as the 210 has. It's going to be a tandem axle with brakes, swing tongue, LED lights, ratchet tie downs, tough coat, spare, and if you notice, you've got your ladder on the front standard. It's going to have all of your lit up LED light stuff, and then you've got these big back step plates back here, which over the previous 198 was more difficult to get in and out of the boat. So we're doing everything just like the 210 on the 198 trailer. Now when you come back, we're done with the trailer. It's got everything as you see. You come to the back of the boat, standard 10-inch jack plate, manual. This boat is set up with a 225 V6 4-stroke. We ain't been able to get a V8 yet. We're still waiting on them, so we ran this boat with the V6. It's got a 24 Tempest 3-blade propeller. You've got, as you see, it's got 8-foot poles on this particular one. This boat is a sold customer boat. You've got your 2 8-foot power poles, transom saver, all of the stuff that's supposed to be with it. Hydraulic steering, standard on all the boats. So again, the power poles aren't standard, but the 10-inch plate is, the ratchet tie downs, transom saver, all that stuff. Then when you come in past this part, you step up here to the back of the boat, and he's going to step up and show you the engine compartment and how accessible everything is in this boat. Now this particular boat is set up with a 24-volt system. You see, you now have no oil tank with the new 4-stroke engine. You do have a battery shut off, and to get to the plumbing, it's all right there. So you've got 3 batteries, 2 power pole pumps, and nothing is covering your access into all the pumps and equipment down there, live well valves. You see how easy it is. If a pump goes out, those are all twist out, unplug them, and go from there. So that's your engine box. Now when you step up in the boat, and again, pull it to me. Again, this boat is going to have a little bit of equipment in it. This is a customer's boat. We just got this thing ready for him. Your 2 rear boxes are the same as they are on the 210, both sides. Spin around there and show them the other one. You've got 2 individual live wells. The live wells are standard with Hydra-Air, oxygenator, recirc, live well pump out. All of the standard features that the 210 offered, the 198 offers. All of these boxes back here are set up with LED lights. They all have mercury switches when you raise the lids. So everything is set back up again exactly like the 210, same features in the 198. When you come forward, I'm going to close these down. Now the boat, standard boat comes with a up seat and a butt seat. So you'll see the butt seat here in a second. It has just a set-in pedestal. There's screw-in. Let me show you how those work. It's pretty simple. As for all of you guys that are old Champion guys, you know that in the past Whenever you put the seat pedestal in, it usually took a pipe wrench to take it out. That's all you got to do on these. They're all screw in. And then your seat itself has a lock that when you push it down in here, it stays tight. Next thing is your seating. Again, you've got double bucket seats. Again, we'll get into colors and all that stuff here in a minute, but this is what your seating looks like. You've got another center storage here that you can keep your day stuff in, phone, keys, rope. I keep rope and my float buoys and stuff like that for fish, and it locks down. You have the 2-day storage boxes. They slide out. They lock when you put them back in. Ruler. Ruler sets in there, so it's out of the way. Come back and show them the glove box. You've got a big, deep glove box there. You've got another side storage for your passenger. You've got a rod rack with a bungee strap. To this point, all of that stuff is standard equipment. And when you come over to your driver's console, you've got 2 live well valves down here, one for each live well. All of your push button switches, hydro air, recirc, oxygenator. These seats are heated seats. Standard, again, it's a Mercury unit, so it has the 2 Mercury SmartCraft gauges. This one has a Bass Boat Technology mount with a 9-inch Lowrance set up on it. The console is a removable console. There's cover panels that when you take it out, that will cover the holes. One of the things we had talked about before on the 198 is we weren't sure we were going to be able to get a center rod storage rack. We did get that accomplished. Before we go to that, make sure and notice that the foot pads are just like they are in the 210. Before we go to the front deck, the 198, the 2 most similar things between the 198 and the 210 is that from the front of the consoles to the motor, this is the 210 layout. So your room behind the wheel, all of that stuff is identical to what the 210 is. The difference is going to be in your deck forward, so you're going to have a little smaller rod locker, a little shorter rod locker, but all your width layout's going to be the same. So when you come up front, one, you're going to see you got a cooler here, and it's a big cooler. You've got the step up there. Then as you look in all of the rod boxes and even your center one, you've got rod racks for your center storage. You can see there's tubes in the front, and then you have the rod rack storage on your driver's side and your passenger side. In the center box, you have those lids that if you want to put your Plano boxes in there, you can take those 2 tray lids out. If you want to make it a little shallower, you can lay those carpeted pieces in there. It's a preference of however you as a customer want to rig it. There's another lid. Alright, your front deck in the 198, just like the 210, is a padded deck, standard. Again, it's got in a screw lock style pedestal base, hydraulic. You've got no locks. You've got a locker bar. You've got retractable rod buckles that are standard. You've got a recessed trolling motor tray. Now on the 198 and the 210 Elite model, they both only come with one HDS7. This customer requested two 9-inch Lowrance. He also went with the standard 24-volt motor guide, X5. But you can see you've got the recessed tray here. We've got his graph mounted on a bracket so that his cable runs underneath the graph as opposed to over the face of it. You've got your rubber step pads, pretty well set up. I think that pretty well covers everything on the boat. I mean, for you guys that have been paying attention and staying forward on it and really knowing what we're doing, we didn't make a tremendous amount of changes over the 210 in this 198 model. Our goal was to make the cap look like the 210, to create that family of boats so that we've got consistency. We don't want to build 5 different models that all 5 look different. We want to incorporate a lot of what we're doing into these new boats and make them look similar as a family. So that was the biggest change. For you guys out there that have 198s, you're going to see a huge difference here. There's a lot of things that have been added to this boat that you didn't have in that boat, and just alone in the cap not being flat, it being contoured with all the new stripes and stuff, with the bigger storages, with the bigger live wells. The fuel tank in this boat holds 52 gallons of fuel. So you've got a lot of benefits and advantages. Now, as you see up here, you've got individual LED and deck lighting. You have that same lighting at the consoles and on the rear deck. So it's a pretty cool feature there. I think that's pretty much everything to this point that we've done. I'm going to get my camera guy to step out of the boat a second. Okay, the next big things now is going to be color options. We're not charging for a bunch of different color options. You can do this thing any way you want, whatever color schemes you want. I mean, that's the cool thing about Charger. What they've done for years, what Champion did for years, you can color coordinate your boat however you want it. If you look at the back quarter panels, guys, it's all Champion. Everything, deck hull, Chargers added their Montegos into it, and they've added their building into it. Those guys up there know what they're doing. Like I said, they've been there almost 50 years. I think they're doing a heck of a job on a great boat and building a great boat out of there. So we've incorporated a lot of their stuff, and we added a lot of new features into the boat. But you can color coordinate it, organize it how you want. You want tan carpet and an orange boat? Tell us what you want. Again, for those of you that are getting in on the end of this video, we have not been able to get our hands on a V8 225 Pro XS 4-stroke engine, just like everybody else in the country. And we've got several of these sold with that motor. This particular boat will be getting a 225 Pro XS V8 on it when it comes in, but this was the only thing they had to offer at this moment. This boat with a 24 Tempest 3-blade, 52 gallons of fuel, 2 of us in the boat, batteries, everything. When we broke it in the other morning, we were 58.50 to 59.10 average RPM, 67.1. So with the V6, it's running very good. I'm hoping with the V8 on there, it's going to be a 70 plus mile an hour boat pretty easy if we're getting that out of a V6. Performance wise, you could go with a hydraulic plate, but that's with poles and everything, so, and that's batteries, the whole works. We're just continuing to do what we set out to do, and everybody pretty much in the country's got my number or knows how to get a hold of me. So if you guys got questions on it, or if you like what you see, You can go to the Charger site. We've got several dealers out there. We've got several of them that got boats on order on the 198s. And you know, right now it's kind of tough for any of them to have any product setting around to go for demos, but it's the same boat. And it's actually, it performs a little better because we kind of cleaned things up and retuned them back to where they should be. So if you got any questions or concerns, call me, shoot me a message, reach out to some of the dealers, and as soon as we get the V8 model, we will have it on the water running and get you some more information on what it's doing. Thank you, guys.